Okay, we're good.
Fuck you, Craig.
There you go. All right.
Kevin?
Kevin's an asshole. Whoever Kevin is, he's an asshole.
Kevin stole my lunch money.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Screw that guy.
Screw Kevin.
Kevin.
From the Minions?
I have no idea.
From the Minions.
By the way,
From the Minions, yeah.
Home Alone.
when you got just
Papa Boy.
I should have said this during the anus talk. When you guys are doing one shots, you do not have to open with the traditional opener. You guys can open however you choose to open. I thought it was fucking hilarious how you guys couldn't figure out how to open that game. Just know the way I do it is for the main campaign. Do it however you want to for one shots.
Do it exactly the same.
We put it together.
We play a recording.
Yes, I know. You ended up because
Saying it.
Christian was like, "Who wants to do it?" And Jake, you figured it out. But just there's no pressure. One shots, you however you want to do it. It doesn't have to be my way. And with that, welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Special.
Emphasis on try. I have been drinking, so forgive me, and fuck you at the same time. So, you guys finally made it past the Vinum Valley, Lake Rapticay, and through the Draconian Mountains with surprisingly very little issues, although your encounter there was with a mama dragon and 6 babies, which could have been a lot worse if you had rolled wrong. But after that encounter didn't actually go that bad, aside from the initial acid breath that it did that nearly eliminated half the team. As a result, Yorick actually acquired a baby black dragon, which has been accompanying you guys with very little acknowledgement, which I find strange. But then again, with this party, there's a lot of strange shit. You guys came across a new, very expansive metropolis dubbed the Clarolondo Empire. The guards of which the door was wide open as if to welcome you guys in. No fear. And the first thing that they asked you to do, very well armored soldiers, but they asked you to go over to the Adventures Guild and register in, which a lot of you did. Steven did not. His first thing was walk into the building and then say, fuck it, I want to go find copper. So he left and then started venturing down the main street by the tavern, where he went. Malador and the rest of the party rush into it and still didn't enter because he wants to go find copper, which is fine. But during all of this, Yorick did have a 5-foot black baby dragon in his bubble, which again, no one acknowledged, which I find fucking hilarious. By the way, your baby black dragon is also eyeing Hank as a meal, just so you're aware, because Hank is a squirrel. But that is
He is zombie squirrel.
it's a very, very quick synopsis, because that is where you guys left off. Steven, you remember you saw an entire expanse of just different kind of colleges, one that you immediately identified as a bardic college, which you've already been to in order to acquire your skills, but more knowledge is good. There's also different kinds of colleges you weren't able to identify, most of them being magical, as you saw the students out practicing in the vast open fields. You guys saw a very unique array of different races, some of them dominant being like full giant, full giant, and then there's half giants, and then full tabaxi and full leonin and full turtle, and just full. And then you saw a sub race of all of these different races with tiefling traits, most notably purple tiefling traits. You then very quickly learned that the emperor is a purple tiefling. The queen is a flower Folk, Tulip is the queen. And then the third flag was the, I guess you could call like their main palace children, because there were 8 of them on the flag, most of them full tieflings, one of them a cyclops, and another one a tiefling bear. And so where the majority of the party left off was running into the tavern, chasing after Malador, who saw Antolon and Liliana at a table, just enjoying a drink, with the king and queen sitting at the bar. One half of it made for normal humanoid, from, normal humanoid being from like 3 foot to 6 foot is the, believe it or not, the normal humanoid, from halfling, gnome to human or an otherwise. And then the other half, not separated by a wall, just by direction. The other half of this gigantic tavern being half giant to giant, so 14 to 21 feet tall. Big tables. Cammy spotted one of them literally popping the cork out of the bottom of one of the barrel kegs and just drinking it from there rather than putting it into a cup. But that is where you guys start, is Malador screaming through the music,
Fuming.
at his parents, and the music immediately stopping as the one that you quickly learned was the Emperor, based on the flags you saw outside the tavern, turning around and notice his presence, because he decided to cast Thaumaturgy and ask for Antolon. So the music stopped. Him and the queen both turned around to acknowledge, and he saw Antolon and Liliana and beelined it over to try and sock him. So Jake, first roll of the night.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Hold on, is
Fucking
Garrison
go.
close enough to do anything to Jake, to Malador?
I mean, yeah.
Fuck out of here. Not
if
with this roll.
If I see him, I'm gonna try and stop him from punching him.
Not with this roll.
Would a Garrison be able to do that?
Garrison would, because of his speed, yes, he'd
What
have
about a
reaction.
25?
All right. Curse of Bloated Agony on Malador to give him disadvantage on strength and dex checks, and I'm hoping that Garrison can tackle him.
Problem with that, good sir, is he already rolled.
25 to hit.
I can't
So-
give you that because you would have had to say it prior to his roll. He was very quick.
chance.
Garrison, you do have a chance.
Mhm.
That would be I'd say it's a dex save, but you've got to beat a 25.
Good luck.
I mean, I can't even. My dex is a +4, so even if I roll a 20,
A natural 20. Well, no, not even on a stat. Never mind. Yeah, so try as you might. Vidar, you attempt to do it, and then Garrison, you try to shoot your way, but it's like you go to grab and his fist goes by. And yeah,
I mean, unless I can do like a athletics or an acrobatics, because I have proficiency.
I'd say in athletics.
Athletics. All right. So
You got to beat a 25.
got to beat a 25. So
There's a chance.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna beat it. All right,
Okay.
cool.
So-
Wham!
So Vidar, you go to try to do your curse, and at the same time, Garrison tries to shoot his way in front and catch the wrist, and it just goes right by. Roll your damage, or your Malador. That would be an unarmed strike. What is your unarmed strike?
6.
6. Okay. So yes, Garrison, you shoot up to the table. Antolon and Liliana are literally sitting at just like a 2-person basic round wooden table, just enjoying drinks. Malador goes up and just right hook socks him
That's what you get for blowing yourself up!
right in the face.
Not. I'm so happy you're alive, Dad.
Antolon,
Nope.
Antolon. I mean, he takes it, but like the drink, flies out of his hand and hits the wall behind him. And I mean, the wall is right here, so he gets hit, and the drink goes and it splashes across, which you get more of a reaction from the inside of the tavern that the drink spilled than the punch. You get people stand up. What the fuck, man? That was a waste of good ale. And that's
I'll
like
pay
that's
for it.
that's an echo across the bar from Tabaxi, from Tortle, from Dwarven, from Human, from Half Giant, Giant. The guy that Cammy saw that was literally tapping the entire keg puts it down and stands up out of his chair. This 21-foot massive giant with a club that's about 7 feet tall, 4 feet wide, stands up off of his stool and turns around and looks, less concerned about the punch, more concerned about the wasted booze.
Are there any were snails?
Any what?
Were snails?
Where snails?
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. I just thought about it.
I mean, not here, but probably. Given
in
my
general.
vast expanse of.
There's a were of everything, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Right
sure
Just
somebody got
about,
bit by
yeah.
a were snail at some point.
I mean, I have a were dragonfly on my list, so snails is probably a thing. I have a were tree. Oh, I have a were house too, by the way. Inspired by Judd.
What's your name? Warehouse. Warehouse.
I do have a warehouse. By the way, that's in Final Fantasy. A warehouse.
Sounds awesome.
Is that
What do
like
you
Home
mean?
Depot?
my
where you
co- my
get
my
stuff?
company has a warehouse. It's fine.
I'd love to live
So you
inside of my
store
teammate.
all our material, you know.
Yes. Yeah, no. In the game of Final Fantasy, there's literally a house that you end up fighting. It's not a warehouse, but that's basically what it would be, is a sentient house. Or if I can't even remember that fucking movie. What's that kids movie you guys watched where the house comes to life?
Monster
Monster
House.
House?
Monster
That
House.
gave
That
me
one.
nightmares.
Thank you.
That movie's fire.
I can't
No, I
remember
don't
it,
watch
but
it.
it gave me nightmares.
Oh, what was
But
it,
yes, so
the-
everyone turns toward this situation. No one goes hostile, but you do get a lot of people that stand up. I'd say about 30, 35 people within this tavern stand up and all turn toward the fact that a cup smashed into the wall and booze is now draining down it. As Antolon just kind of takes the punch and Yep.
You deserve that one, is what you're going to say.
Hi.
Aye.
Could I get another drink?
And don't worry, I'll tip handsomely, you guys. I'm gonna pull out a platinum and throw it across
As you now
the bar.
see Liliana in her red robe and her hood is down. Her and yes, she's what Malador identified as a Thayan wizard. So she's got the bald head and all the tattoos wrapped around her face and the lightning
Never
pattern
identified that, but all right. Thanks for the info.
in the Tartarus realm.
A Thane wizard?
Thayan.
How do you spell that?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
How
I
do
have
you
no
think
idea
you spell it?
either.
Probably a Y in there.
Probably a Y.
Yeah.
like a Saiyan, but like Thayan.
But with
Oh,
a Thay.
yeah.
I would guess that, yeah. I didn't
Same
research
John
that part.
Wilkes.
I don't really care. But you do recognize Liliana from your brief moment of seeing her in Tartarus and then her escape with all the weird godlike hands that came down and all the plasmoid people. She just starts laughing at the fact that Malador fucking clocks Antolon. But ends up you from out of the laughter you see a blue translucent orb appear around the table, pushes Malador and anyone within 5 feet off of the table, and basically like an aura of protection pushes everybody back at least 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to do that, but
Me?
I'm not going to let you do it again. I
Ah.
did tell you I was going to save him.
I didn't plan on hitting him again. Chill out. We're good. Only once. I feel accomplished.
He's definitely our kid. I'm not going to lie.
Really? Because you two seem like intelligent people.
Hey, fuck you,
You just
You know what?
Harrison, you're going to see the smirk and just the takes after his
Esto pantala, Garrison. Esto pantala.
Yeah, the takes after his father. But yes, everyone else very, very quickly goes back to what they were doing. The music ramps back up to the point where you have to yell in order to hear each other. You have to yell in order to hear yourself. But it's a very quick moment where, like, she puts the aura out, it dissipates, everyone goes back to drinking, and the music comes up. Yes, I'm. Look, I'm sorry I never told you. I don't know how I survived. I wasn't planning to. I ended up in some like weird smoky place that was desert
I've been
and
there.
water
It's
and
not
snow.
fun. It's super cold. Yeah, it sucks.
But I mean, I haven't seen your mother and she came to.
Fuck was that noise?
I have no idea. I didn't know they invented cell phones yet. Someone's casting some weird magic.
Goddamn.
That was me. I'm trying to figure some stuff out.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know how many years have passed. Maybe it's 1,000. I don't know. Maybe what's technology? I have no idea. I mean, they have guns. Why can't they have cell phones?
I have a gun.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he kind of launches into just like this. Not much of an explanation, just more confusion. Malador, what you do get from it, and actually Garrison as well, and Yorick, what you get from it is like his explanation. It kind of glosses over the suicide bombing and just launches into this whole confusion about how he's still here and where he ended up after it was gone, and this bright white light that consumed his eyeballs, and then all of a sudden he was in this weird place, and
because he died. Yeah,
he saw all of these strange like bald cyclops beings with multiple arms, and these weird like oval shaped beastly creatures with giant mouths, and
Cyclops beings like the ones we saw.
And didn't quite know where he was or why he was there, and then just without really much warning or advance notice, this being in a red
kill us.
This being in a red robe came in and grabbed him, and just he was. They spent. God damn it! Shut up. They spent several days. They spent several days. They spent several days between like strange forest, desert, mountaintop, and ended up here.
So how are you here right now? We couldn't take you, Mom, and now you're allowed? Makes no sense to me.
Oh no, I wasn't allowed.
So they should be here any second now.
No, I don't think they're gonna come here. This city is unique.
What do you mean unique? Come on, we can't be holding shit out. Just
this is one of the most magical territories I've ever come across. There's certain people here that I'm afraid to fight.
So you're telling me I can get magical items here?
You can get pretty much anything here if you've got the charm or coin or
Do I have
balls.
the coin? Oh, you know I have the balls, mother.
I don't.
That's a weird
What
thing.
the-
to say. Your mom? I don't know why you went there.
I went to hell to
Can I
save.
get another
Come
drink?
on, Jesus Christ! Y'all need to get your fucking mind out of the gutter.
Garrison, he's not representative of all tieflings. He's a race of
I
his own.
hate you. I hate you.
So, Yorick and Garrison,
Mhm.
especially Garrison, because your stupid high passive perception that I'm paying for.
Mhm.
The purple tiefling with the crown stands up, and you literally see him. And Garrison, you would not only see, but you would also hear. Takes the crown off and sets it on the counter, and you hear him mutter, "I don't know why I wear this fucking thing. I hate this fucking thing." And he turns toward the party and walks up. I have yet to introduce myself. Welcome to the Clarolondo Empire, dubbed by my lovely wife. And as he waves over, you see one of the flower folk, tulip flower, wearing just the circlet around the bud, basically the flower that would have grown up into the tulip, white, slits for eyes and a mouth. Definitely humanoid flower folk. As she as with her like thin blade hand tips the glass that she's holding. I would assume this is a family matter, yes?
Maladori Safar, son of that asshole, son of the lovely lady here. Bid you to.
Those
Are you drunk already?
Those are fucking words, I guess.
Instant proximity to alcohol.
those two made you. I've seen weirder. That's okay.
And you're purple, so.
And I'm the only purple.
Your wife's a flower.
And your
Yes.
wife's a flower.
And she's
Pretty
very lovely. Do
Yeah,
not
she's
insult
pretty
She
her.
cool looking.
is.
Actually,
She's
I'm not
just a
even gonna lie
flower.
to you.
I
She's
didn't know
also the
plants could be
queen.
people.
Be
I've-
careful with your words.
Why are
lady.
we talking
Never-
about the King's wife?
Yeah.
I didn't know they could be flowers.
I'm not gonna lie to you, me
Let's,
either.
guys, let's lock in. Let's not be rude. Please, let's hear out what the king
Right,
has to
sorry.
I'm
say
sorry.
of this
Yeah,
huge magical city that your
Hey,
mom
what?
just said that she's scared to fight people in.
Hey, you
So-
want
I'm very welcoming of newcomers.
you want
Even
some?
the ones that can't find the right words to speak in civilized society. I take it you have all registered at the Adventures Guild. I hope you indulge in that. That's one of my own creations and a very, very exclusive members club. Not a whole lot survive the adventures they go on, but I feel confident.
Oh,
even
I'm
though I
built
don't know you.
different.
We also have, and looks right at Garrison, we also have a gladiator dome, in case you're interested. And your club is by the big tree in the center of the city. I don't know if anyone told you that yet.
Whose club?
But anyway, my name is Donham. You do not have to address me as Emperor. And every once in a while, you might see some blood on my face. Don't worry about it. I get hungry. But
Hey, you're like my boy right here. You eat people. I like to eat people. He likes to eat people.
do not eat anyone in my city.
Fair enough. I gotta ask you a couple questions so alone though.
By the way, and looks at Garrison again. When you get hungry,
Mhm.
by the tree, down the stairs, you'll have everything you need. And he looks right at Malador. As for you, we do have an entire community of wares. Go find out how they eat.
What about possessed by devil people?
Why do you speak?
Well, we do have a witch doctor here in the city that might be able to help you.
You want to give
Where?
him your social?
Yeah.
Can you point me in the direction?
Oh no, from what you guys realize, or from what you guys understand, he identified him as a wearer without him being in his wearer form.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got that.
With the sharp fucking teeth.
No, as a tiefling, you wouldn't have sharp teeth.
No.
He identified you as being a wearer without you even being in your wearer form.
Hmm.
But yes, welcome. And looks at Steven. There's
I'm not in
colleges that way.
He's
And
not
our
there with us.
performance.
He's
And
not
Steven's
there.
not here.
He's not there.
He's
Remember,
went
he's
to
buying
go get
copper.
wire.
He's not there. He's off trying to find copper. You're right.
Mhm.
That is true. And Yorick isn't there either, I believe, right? Are you off shopping or are you in the bar?
I don't think he's there either.
I can't remember if Yorick was there or not.
You're not.
His-
we
his
can't hear
mic's
you.
not
You're-
working.
yeah, your mic's not
We can't hear you, Tyler. Your new system is not working.
Mike, no work.
Mike, no working, my friend.
That would
Maybe
be-
if you select the microphone and choose at the bottom and choose the.
Yeah, you've gotta choose your
Okay,
new
music.
setting. Looks over at Cammy. The farms are a few miles that way. Go beyond the castles and beyond the giant territory and the elementals. You'll find it. It's back
Speak, York.
Hey, I heard you didn't
All right.
like Brown.
There
What
we
the hell
go.
is that
There we go.
about?
We can
Oh,
hear you now.
fine.
There we go.
there. You go.
Okay. Is there any
York-
kind of background
is York with
noise
the
or?
party, or did he wander off shopping for his dragon and his other shit?
He would have went to the bar or to the tavern to see, where it
What
is, and then he
what
would
the
have
hubbub
left.
was about? Okay.
Yeah. And then he would have left to go and do his
Oh,
shopping.
yes. So he does look at Yorick. And again, for you, colleges are that way. If you want to hone those skills you have trouble with, that way. And as
Is there
for your
any-
pet, the Dragon's Keep is that way, beyond the carnival. You'll find it. She
Is there
might
any-
actually appreciate being out there.
Wait, other people have pet dragons here? It's not just a York thing?
Pets, not so much. They wander freely among the city, but there's a mountain that I carved out over there where they have all their own hordes and don't disturb people, and they're here when the city becomes under siege and they help fight because I make them rich and stuff like that. And
Oh.
Seemed like a pretty
definitely-
upstanding guy.
They definitely disturb people. They definitely disturbed us.
Yeah, we
Well,
almost
yeah, I mean,
got
like,
in here.
like when you guys entered the city, I told you that there was a bunch of black caves and a whole mountain and a bunch of, that's where all of the dragons would stay. That's the Dragon's Keep, literally dubbed the Dragon Mountain, as you saw probably about a dozen different caves that are all dedicated to a different dragon and their treasure hoard.
Is there any blood hunter orders?
Absolutely. Anything you want to find here is probably here.
I
from-
was asking the king.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm answering as him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, absolutely. Anything that you need to find or want to find with blood or fetishes or learning, it's here.
Nice.
After-
Vidar's just gonna smile and go, nice.
Looking directly at Vidar laughing.
And
Nice.
actually looks at Vidar like directly and I have an offshoot of the Crank and Yank here too.
No way! You're
I
lying!
don't.
Just-
I've never heard that name before.
Oh.
And you guys can see the queen back that he called Tulip. The queen is just like laughing as she's very, very awkwardly drinking ale out of a mug into like this big flower
Just
polyp.
pouring it in.
Yeah, just drinking, just like giggling as she's laughing. And of course, Antolon and Liliana looking up the Crank and Yank, huh? Yep, I've been there.
That's my favorite place.
But your observance of this man is he's been able to just like look at you and know exactly what it is you're either looking for or here for or should be here for.
Can I make an insight check on why that is?
Sure.
My passive insight is 18. If that does anything.
His passive insight is more than yours.
11.
So that means he can read me, but can I read him?
His demeanor is not natural.
Right.
You're able to read that it took a long time for him to become who he is.
Okay.
The way that he speaks is not natural, and you can definitely read like a darker side without getting too deep into it.
Okay.
It's probably the
So
vampire.
he's like Dexter.
Go to bed.
You know? He's just
to
pretending
bed.
to be a normal person.
Either that, well, yeah, he's either pretending to be a normal person or it took him a long time to become one. He did everything that he needed to do to be where he is and then said, I'm going to try to be normal.
Fake it till you make it.
So
Fake it till you
he
make it.
killed all of
Exactly.
Cammy's family and now he's normal. Got
Yeah.
you.
Is that all we have to do to be normal? Is just kill Cammy's family?
Wait, I'm the only part of my family left. Wait,
No. There's revivify spells.
you're gonna bring
If you
back
can find the
the
corpses.
It's the first go.
I do have
Anything-
Revivify.
Anything to be normal.
Hope you can find the corpses.
What was that?
What the fuck?
became a duck. Yeah.
Your microphone.
Your mic- Oh, there goes my bat.
Oh, is that fuckwit? Oh, Jesus.
Was that Fuckwit's mic?
Yes,
I think
it is.
so. When he was plugging it in, it went.
Fuck with
Oh.
me.
Sounds like my impression of a banjo.
Hello?
There you
Yeah,
go.
There we go.
Sounded
No,
like a
you're
chipmunk for a
chipmunk.
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Hank had to say something, okay?
Hank's always
Um,
got something to say.
Yes, Hank
Okay.
always.
It's
Garrison-
so nice to hear Yorick with the clear voice and not have
Yeah.
to strain
Oh my
to
god.
understand what he's saying. Oh, thank
Garrison's
God.
gonna,
That is true. You're not cutting out now. So what would you guys like to do after all of this? Because after this conversation where he pegs each of you and tells you,
Hey,
he-
we're the
Shut up,
cranky yank
Chuck.
already?
yes, yes, he pegs each of you. You guys do
Whoa.
watch him.
That's how he learned about us. He's like, this is my special power. I have
You guys
It's not
do.
weird.
You guys do watch him wander into an additional room. Opens up a door and closes it behind him. The only thing that separates the humanoid part from of the tavern from the giant is a staircase that leads upstairs that clearly shows like again another catwalk, hallway, and rooms. And right at the bottom of the stairs to the right of you, at the furthest corner, he disappears behind another door.
Okay, before he leaves, I want to address him and be like, I heard there was a town called Ozymandias around here. Do you know anything about that? Where that town is?
He stops and kind of thinks for a second. Yes, that was. I want to say that was one of the first farm territories that I acquired into the Clarolondo Empire. It's a lot bigger than it used to be. I don't I mean, is there do you have family there, or
I do.
you do?
Yeah.
Welcome home. If you go about 6 miles that way, any points towards like where the castles would be. If you go about 6 miles that way, you're gonna have to leave the I'm sorry, the southernmost area of the city. Just outside the walls is the farmland that I've acquired and started, and everything that feeds everyone here and allows them to sell and make a living. That used to be what I believe was Ozymandias, but it's now a part of
Been
this.
absorbed into the empire. Yep.
Yes, it's one of them. There's many, but that is one of them. And I mean, when I first came across it, it was very small and there wasn't much to it, but it's a lot better now. I mean, I don't know if your family is still there. It's been a
Do they
while.
have plumbing now?
How do you know it's been a while?
Well, it's because it's been a few years since I acquired the territory. I don't know. I don't really even. I don't know
Insight
how.
check.
I don't. Okay, insight check. You know.
Fuck. Never mind.
By the way, before you roll an insight check, the question is, do I believe him? Just so you're aware. Anyway, yes. It's been a few years since I acquired the territory. Before that, it was like run down and not operating too well. And I figured if I'm gonna have this city and a lot of people in it that I need to feed, I may as well work on this too. It's I hope your family's still there. I'm not
It's been a
saying they're
long
not.
time.
I'm not saying
When did you acquire it? Like how long ago?
about 10 years.
Someone could be alive. Damn
Didn't
it.
you say you
I
were
was
gone for like a
13
couple months?
years.
Oh, 13.
No.
No,
Malador
said
said
13, but I thought we established it was only
Then
3.
You said it was 3.
Ah, I was closer. Ha ha.
Anyway, I apologize for any you look kind of confused. I apologize for any confusion. My vendors throughout the city are very warm and welcoming because I pay them to be. But I am very hungry, so I'm gonna go eat.
I apologize for the ruckus I started in here today.
Yeah, please don't do that. Listen, we have a gladiator arena for a reason, and when you go behind the castles, and I would definitely avoid the elemental and giant territory. They don't like random people walking through their stuff. I'd go on the outside. We have caravans that'll take you around the city much faster. We also have
Where are those?
we also have Aarakocras that'll fly you around the city much faster if you decide not to walk. It does take days to see the entire city, depending on how long you want to be here. But go if your pale skinned friend here, if you go toward the tree and go underground where I told you to go, where your people reside, around that, if you go even deeper under, if you really want to, if you like to fight and you don't want to fight for coin, you just want to fight for joy, we do have a corruption underground of really like weird veiny zombie like creatures that we haven't been able to fully get rid of. I send caravans down there all the time to burn them out, but that's up to you. But anyway, I'm
Did we
hungry.
gain coin from doing it?
Reputation, which is actually more valuable around here, but I'm gonna go eat. Nice to
Word.
meet you all. I hope your son takes care of you better than you've taken care of them, but I'm gonna go now. He turns and walks through a door. Garrison, the first thing, and actually Yorick, even with your passive, the first thing that you guys are going to notice as soon as the door opens is two what kind of looks like where like it's two cement round devices that would basically blow smoke out. But as he opens the door, it sprays red. Psh, psh, and he shuts the door behind him.
Okay.
Garrison, you know what that is.
I probably would
He
know
obviously
too.
does
smell
that
it.
for a reason.
I would
No
smell
need to
it.
go
Yeah.
sticking our nose where it doesn't belong.
Garrison would smell it immediately.
I would
That
also
nice-
smell it immediately.
Blood.
That nice fresh copper smell.
Smells like pennies.
Copper?
I'm gonna walk back up to my parents.
Copper?
Copper?
Steven,
Yeah.
we're gonna go over to you because you're separate from the whole group. You did not do well on your perception check. I did let you know that you saw the whole team go into the tavern and you said fuck it. You did see the sushi and meat vendors that came off of the buildings, the tavern, and then amongst other buildings. Where would you like to go to look for your copper?
So it was the sushi place and tavern.
Like sushi, meat, bread. Behind it was the tavern that they all ran into, and then various other buildings behind it that aren't labeled in any way. And then among that is the 6 castles. Behind it is the Adventurers Guild, and then more buildings that aren't labeled. But
I
you
guess-
do see as you look toward the castles, there is a way around it. You're not trapped on this road.
Let's go around the castles.
Okay. So as you venture out, Steven is seeing humanoid races that he has never seen before, ever in his life. Not even just the sub races that are tiefling mixture, but he's seeing everything from, again, lizard folk, tabaxi, leonin, Aarakocra that are just walking around on the ground for some reason. They have wings, they could fly. You're seeing turtle folk, flower
God.
folk. You're seeing salamanders, just just various bunches of people.
Axolotls.
Axolotls, yes, and none of them are doing the traditional thing that you're used to seeing even in a kingdom, which is like get a pail of water from this place and bring it to this place, or you see them going in and out of the buildings to the various vendors that are around. A very select group of people that are going in the castles and then back out of the castles. One thing you do notice is you can turn left at basically you get to the castles and there is a pathway at the end of the buildings that goes toward the colleges or right toward the other part of the city, which I'm assuming you'd go to the other part of the city because your colleges aren't where the copper would be. That's
Yeah.
at least what, yeah. As you go to round that right corner, the very, very center of the 6, fine, be that way. The very, very center of the 6 castles, right as you go to round, you see someone about 5 feet from the front door going down the 6-step cement staircase. From the front door, 6 steps that lead to the ground. As you're rounding, you see someone just appear there. About 5 feet, just appear into existence and then just start walking like it's normal. And then you caress that right turn and you walk by 3 other castles that are uniquely made. The center one, again, is that black and purple. No real pattern to it or reasoning for it, just a lot of purple. And then the other 3 castles are a mixture of like red and gold and greens and just you can pretty much tell from the color pattern what race might acquire that castle. And these would be the lords of the city. From your knowledge of kingdoms, these castles would be where the lords are. But as you pass around, you get behind that first row of buildings where the tavern was, and then another path that's about 30 feet wide and goes on right down to the entrance wall. And then another set of buildings. And on this set of buildings, you see an alchemist shop. Actually, let me check something. I need to make sure that I am telling you this correctly.
Validating the notes.
I have to bring out the notes. Yes, you're right.
Consolidating is not the right word for that.
It could be. Yep. So you see a mixture. You see a basically like it's a one-story building, but it's kind of like a 3-tier building, but it's sideways instead of up. It's a mixture of a tinker, a blacksmith, and actually it's 4. It's a tinker, smith, alchemist, and jeweler, all merged into one building. So each door that you go in is a different trade. So tinker, blacksmith, alchemist, and jeweler, all in the same building.
I reckon any one of them could have copper wire.
But that is what you notice.
guess-
It's a very, very elaborate, beautiful, like jewel encrusted building. And the jewels are not on the sign to try and lure you into the building. The jewels are literally encrusted like into the roof frame, going around the whole outside of the building. And it's a very shallow A-frame roof. 1 story, about 12-foot tall building, and then stretches about 200 feet, about 50 feet for each section. 4 doors.
I guess I'll take door number 3.
That would be dude, that's the alchemist.
All right.
Okay. So as you approach that door, and and again, all 4 doors, it's the basic wood. It's a strange mixture. It's like wood and concrete mix. Stairs, but they're very, very well put together. It's a very, very beautiful building. It's not only glamorous to the eye, but as you approach that part, the alchemist, it's actually called the Alchemist Cove, is what you approach. As you get closer to the door, the sign that is on the outside of the door says the Alchemist Cove. And you can literally see like white and green and yellowish smoke every once in a while pumping from outside the door. Like the door is closed, and just through the very, very small slit that makes this half moon shaped straight down wooden door just every once in a while. Just a white, green, and yellow smoke out into the air. But it's one of the most pleasant smells you've ever encountered. So you're not. Give me an Arcana check just for the
Alright.
just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. Do.
21.
21. Okay. You are able to ascertain that it is not a toxic fume. Even with the 3 different colors and the 3 different smells, very, very potent.
Oh shit.
As you approach the building, you're able to tell it's not toxic.
I'd be
And it's
pretty
not.
bad for business if it was.
Yes, but in a new place, you just never know. So, I mean, you have been in places before where you've approached a building that had very, very weird, like it was welcome to all customers, but then it had a weird defense mechanism that didn't allow most customers through. This one's not one of those. As you
Alright.
approach the door and open up the door, that same weird, beautiful mixture of wood and concrete follows through on the floor. It's like like 2x4 wood slabs, but there's concrete mixed into it, so it makes it a strange like cobblestone, but not cobblestone kind of floor interior, and then it actually goes up the walls and up the back, and there's a counter that's kind of like a bar that stretches from right to left on this wide 50-foot area. And it's kind of like walking into a professor's scientist lab where there's very, very thin tables, but then there's beakers and there's like weird tubes that connect to each other where there's different colored liquids that are going through it, and smoke on this end and spew on this end. It's literally like walking into a college scientist lab. Different smells here, different smells there, yellow liquid here, green liquid there, white liquid there, and you're not really sure. Like, okay, well, the smoke coming out of the door was safe, but is that? And behind the counter, you see sitting up on a stool in front of a very in front of a book that's sitting up and open, and it kind of looks like it's painting. It's a bald, about 2 foot tall, bright green skin, 3 eyes,
Fuck.
like round shaped body, round shaped head, round shaped body, pointy ears, bald, very, very bright green skin, 3 eyes. Steven would know this as a bean spirit. You've seen them before.
Alright.
Matter of fact, you saw one in Salvetti. But sitting behind the counter just in front of a book that's actually like taller than they are, and doing these weird hand motions that kind of looks like they're painting. Give me a perception check.
How do you spell beans? Bean spirit?
Yes,
Bean.
literally, it's spelled like bean
And there's
spirit.
a Y in spirit.
No, it's just bean spirit. But yes, thank you for the sarcasm.
I
I'm
didn't
just
find
trying to get him to
anything.
spell it wrong. SPYRY.
14.
Okay, that's okay. Through all of this like weird smell concoction, you do see through all of this like chemical know-how, there is copper. Literal spools of it. Just kind of like the miscellaneous that most shops would have. Copper is actually very useful in alchemy, but just literal like spools of it, from small spools to big spools to like the basic, like the picture that you showed me, from that to smaller to larger, just along the back wall.
Alright. Can I get a large spool of copper wire?
Let me see. How much does your spell say how much it requires?
No, it just says copper wire.
It doesn't say how much it requires in order to do it. Like how many
A
feet it
short
requires.
piece of fine copper wire.
Short. Okay.
Come here.
short piece. We'll say it's a foot. Yeah, we'll say it's a foot.
All right.
Just for the sake of being accurate. So how many feet would you like to buy? Because I know you said a large spool, but how many feet of copper would you like to buy? If it's 1 foot in order to cast the spell, how many feet would you like to buy?
That
How many feet
depends.
would be in a large spool?
How much is it gonna be per foot?
Actually, it's not as much as you would think. It's
Yeah,
the
copper's
weight.
pretty.
The weight is more of your issue. What is your strength?
11.
11. Okay. So
Need to
you
get
can't
those.
handle much. 10 is 150, so you can handle 165 pounds. What is your weight capacity right now with all your
34
shit?
pounds.
34. Okay. A giant, like one of the big spools of copper wire is about 75 pounds. Actually, give me a second. Let me do this right so I don't have fucking bean counters yelling at me.
Like the guy.
Although I really don't care.
Spirit.
Okay, so a 100-foot extension of copper is 7 pounds. So you're fine. I thought it would weigh more than that, but it doesn't. Apparently not. Okay. So 100 feet of copper wire is 7 pounds. So you are fine. And it's about 5 copper per 10 feet.
All
So
right.
50 copper. What? 10 silver, 1 gold. 1 gold for 100 feet of copper.
I'll take 200 feet of copper.
Okay, so 2 gold. There you go. Easy math.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, now I need to add this to my inventory.
Yes, you do. 200 feet of copper.
Add custom item.
So that is literally 200 sendings that you have. But just remember, every time you do it, pass or fail, you burn a foot of copper.
Get this man on Feet Finder right now.
What?
200 of them?
200 of those? No way. All right, so we will shift back to the rest of the crew. What are the because the rest of the crew is all together. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna walk back over to the parents.
Vidar would like to try to find either a blacksmith shop or maybe like an armory, and maybe try to see if he can find some magic armor or weapons.
Okay, so we're
That's
gonna
where
do
I
it.
was gonna go too.
Yeah,
we're gonna do
after
it.
speaking to them, I was gonna do that as well.
We're gonna do a shopping episode. Fantastic.
Little
Yeah.
spoon and big spoon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
All
doing
right.
a shopping episode.
Doing the shopping episode. Cammy, what are you doing after learning that your town might be a part of this?
Well, I would want to go immediately there, but I don't
Okay.
want to leave these guys
Okay,
unsupervised.
fair enough. So do you want
That
to
is a
venture with them?
valid.
Well, I'll just
point.
go with them and then be like, hey, guys,
But Mom,
my
Okay.
home's that way, but like we can stop on the way.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
nobody cares.
Aw.
We want to
hey,
buy.
Cammy, Vidar cares.
So Malador, Yorick, Vidar, and Cammy. Garrison, what are you doing? Are you following them or going on your own thing?
Yeah, so I want to check out the armory and then head to that vampire place, the tree.
Okay. All right, fantastic. So you would all venture back out of the tavern.
Before I want to speak to them before he walks out.
Speak to
the
who?
parents. His parents.
Okay. Your
He wants to
parents.
speak to them first before he walks.
Okay. Garrison, you are going to clock as the rest of you start making your way toward the entrance exit of the tavern. Malador does turn back toward his mom and dad. The giant that had uncorked and then noticed the alcohol abuse and immediately sat back down. As you guys are exiting, you do notice that he is clocking the group as they exit the tavern. You also
I'm
notice
sure
that he
that
is.
won't come back to hurt us later.
You also notice that he is not like, he's not your average. Like your average giant in this tavern is just like suspenders and cloth, not really carrying a weapon, just there to get fucking drunk. Most of them are literally laying on top of the tables that were made for them or on the floor, taking up most of the territory that was made for giants. The half giants trying to show off to the actual giants and not being able to keep up. This one is, for a 21-foot being,
It's Vidar's dad.
full plate, like spiked cauldrons, spiked helmet, not wearing the helmet, it's on the table. A sword on their back that is taller than most of you, along with a battle axe on the other side, and then a glaive sitting across the table, like on the table and across the table, that is made for a being
Bro's
that big.
Punisher.
That is just clocking the group as you exit.
Mhm.
But
I'm sure it'll be
Malador,
fine.
Malador, what would you like to say to your parents?
He's gonna walk up to them and look at his father. So, are you guys staying here?
I mean, until we figure out how to leave the territory without being hunted by ghostly.
Yeah, sky demons. Yeah.
This is the only place that we've been able to go so far where we haven't been hunted down. But that, I mean, demons have a way of.
How have you been getting out? Can you just like teleport out and then they come get you? How are you getting out?
Oh no, she had to bring me out. So we're both kind of fugitives to that realm. So they're gonna be sending their demon hunters to get us, and demons have a way of bribing the normal weak-minded. So I'm sure we have a bounty on our heads somewhere in here.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna keep drinking and enjoy my freedom until, because I mean, I don't even know how I survived.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
And he just kind of like goes blankly staring off into the. As soon as he mentions that, he just goes blank. Like,
I'm gonna stop talking to him and look over towards the mother, his mother.
Liliana.
Yeah, he's obviously fucked up.
I mean, he died. Of course he's fucked up.
Yeah.
I technically died too, but I willingly went there to find him.
So why is he all weird about it and not you?
I've been
Longer?
Yeah.
Fair
Like
enough.
the speech patterns between the two are very similar. Like the pauses and the stuttering,
Mhm.
it's very, very similar between the two. You can tell that they've been around each other a lot, and they were definitely made for each other in some weird way. Because they talk the same.
Mhm.
Like even the expressions are the same, which is very strange from a long-haired male and a bald female. It is very weird how the patterns match.
Well, I'm gonna go off with my crew. Go get some things in the city. Maybe we can find a plan to get you guys not being chased somehow. And
You be
actually,
careful out there, son. Right now, we're just gonna enjoy our so-called freedom here in this beautiful tavern, where getting drunk is the first thing you should do. And
Right.
yeah, if your hair long enough, we might have to ask for your help. But other than that, just go enjoy you. You seem like you're doing good with this weird group.
well,
And
not really, because, you know.
I never
some
thanked you for
side is
helping
pussy.
me. I never thanked you for helping me. It was just a little premature because I still needed to get him out, which I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known unless you told me. So that's another thank you. You've definitely grown up more than I thought you would. No offense.
You can thank Garrison. Yeah, he helps a lot.
By the way, where is you have someone missing?
Oh,
The furry red.
yeah, they had to go. Unfortunately, they went back and they're in their hometown now.
That's too bad. What was their name?
Annoying, I believe.
Annoying. Well,
Yeah.
that's a strange name. Their parents must have really hated them if they named them Annoying. Which is kind of what I should have named you.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
You know what? This is reminding me of like, no, me and your mom were just wrestling. Now please go back to bed.
So, as you guys are exiting the
We were just
tavern,
hugging each other. Go back to bed, you annoying little shit.
as you guys are exiting the tavern and Garrison has noticed you're being clocked by this giant, you're hearing this whole conversation. By the way,
Please tell us, Garrison. Please tell us. Please.
Garrison would be hearing this whole damn thing. No, just him though.
Yep.
Garrison, I'll pay you for your first round at Cranking Egg. Please tell us.
I will point out like
bribery, metagaming bribery. I love it so much. Oh my god, that's fucking perfect. Metagaming bribery.
I will let you guys know about the giant in the plate mail clocking us. I will let everyone aware.
Oh, and Garrison, make a intelligence check for me, please.
Okay. So great at these. Okay, that's 16.
Okay. Not only do you clock the plate mail, but it is definitely how do I word this? Experienced battle armor. It is not the armor of an amateur. It's not like, basically, Garrison would be able to clock that it's not someone who goes into the Adventurers Guild and then says, I need the best of the best in order to fight. It's someone who knows it's the best, not someone who thinks it's the best.
We can take them.
I don't know. We haven't been able to take anybody, so I doubt it.
I just need bombs.
But yes, so Malador, do you respond at all from that, or do you just exit?
No, he definitely exits after that.
Okay, kind of like with your tail between your legs. I get it.
Yeah.
We should have named you that. Love you, bye. And then
He just kind of awkwardly steps backwards and just walks away.
Exits. Once again, basically, as you guys exit, the queen also exits, which you guys are very, very swiftly kind of cornered and cut off so that she can exit first.
Fucking bitch.
And then the rest of you are able to exit.
Damn, Garrison really is the only one with good parents.
But you exit out into the street. Make your way up to the castles, and again, with Yorick being in tow and Garrison being in tow, I can't even have you guys roll. you do look off to the right, and Garrison and Yorick, you guys notice again that 4-tier building that I described before. And
Mhm.
as you and again the same thing, because this would be after Steven, as your whole horde rounds the right corner, you see 3 people in front of the purple and black castle that is center stage. 3 people 5 feet from this 6-step staircase just appear in midair and then walk away like it's nothing.
What do you mean, like, by appear midair?
They just appear. Kind of like a
Like-
teleport.
Like a Misty Step kind of spell?
Well, Misty Step or teleport, just they're there. They just blink into existence and then walk away like it's like nothing happened. As you guys are rounding this, going to the right to this building that Garrison and York are able to identify, as you guys are literally making that 90-degree turn, they just 3 of them in a row, and then just walk away talking to each other like nothing happened.
That's probably normal.
One of them is a lizard folk, one of them is a pure human, and then one of them is a pure elf. And they are all very dressed for the occasion.
Maybe somebody's throwing a house party or something.
Well, like the lizard folk you see is in what looks like naturally black and green scaly armor, almost to go with their visage on the outside. The slimy but scaly natural lizard skin, the armor kind of echoes that. And then one of them has a spear that's on their back, as well as 2 short swords on the hips. The human, not really plate, but like studded leather mixed with plate mail, easily movable, with a crossbow and a longbow, like a crossbow on their hip and then a longbow on their back. The elf with 2 swords on the back and then 2 crossbows on the hips, with also just leather, very easily movable armor. Those are the 3 that you see, just so
Gotcha.
dressed for the occasion, I guess. But you see those 3 just and then walk away talking like it's nothing. The conversation's kind of like, well, that meeting went better than I thought, right? I thought it was like, man, I thought there would be way more bloodshed than that. Do you think they got all the money that they wanted? I mean, there had to be more coin than they were talking. And they just drift away off into the street.
Garrison, you should follow. I want to know about that conversation.
All right, then you follow.
Well, I can't fly, and they can fly.
No, they can't. That's
I
human,
definitely
there's a
know I'm not
lizard,
fast enough
and-
to follow those guys.
Vidar,
Yep.
Darling is going to peck at one of your ears. I can follow.
Sure. Yeah. Just be careful.
Make a perception check, please. Do you
With-
want her to do it at full speed or stealth?
Stealth.
So do a stealth and a perception, please.
All right. So stealth. We'll do. There we go. 15 for stealth,
Okay.
and then 17 for perception.
Do you still not have physical dice?
Nope. I have not made it to the store. Been busy.
I'm so disappointed.
I know.
I'm gonna have to send you some. By the way, $2 per set on Temu. You don't even have to go to a store.
Yes, I would love a little Chinese kid making my dice.
I'm serious. Support child labor. Just do it.
No, scratch that.
Hey,
No,
yo,
scratch that.
man,
No,
Hey,
no.
where do you think all of mine have come from? Every single one has
Jesus
been
Christ.
from Timu. Every single one has been from Timu. Just do it.
know how many Chinese children have lost their fingers due to his dice?
Yes.
To be
not
fair,
enough.
Like 11 sets of dice from Timu.
Not
To
enough.
be
Did somebody
fair,
just say not
Six
enough?
fingers.
Yeah,
this
that
set came from
Get the
Wish,
fuck
which
outta
definitely was
here.
from Chinese children.
Get the fuck
Not?
out of here, dude.
How about not? Yeah, dude, I'm gonna die just from that statement alone. Anyway. Don't worry, you guys won't die. I'll die. But that's okay.
Failed attempt, canceled immediately.
Failed attempt canceled immediately
canceled
because
on
the
Twitter.com.
because the DM
fail
got
die.
fucking knifed. I forgot where we were going. Okay, yes. So Darling flies off, and I will let you know how that goes.
Mhm.
You want her to follow that group of 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As the rest of you round the corner, you see the same grandiose one-story, shallow A-frame.
Maldor's keeping
Tinker.
an eye out for the Aarakocras that dude was talking about, just to let you know.
Perception check, please. Tinker, Smith, Alchemist, and I fucking forgot. Jeweler. So you guys see the same. None of you have ever seen this before, not even in
18?
Coast City. What's up?
18?
18?
Mhm.
Fantastic. None of you have ever, not even Malador or Steven, have ever seen any building like this before. Like literally jewel encrusted, like emeralds and diamonds and rubies and sapphires just along the edge of this shallow roof
That was a good roll.
that goes around the front and around the sides and around the back. 4-tier, 1-story, Tinker, Smith, Alchemist, Jeweler. As you guys approach the building, you see Steven popping out of the 3rd door, which is the Alchemist.
Hey, Steven!
I thought you said his name was not.
Oh, fuck. Not Steven!
Not Steven. I thought you said his name was not, with 2 T's.
Oh, fuck.
With a KN?
Maldor
Yeah.
Yes.
everything.
Yes. KNOTT, not.
Yeah.
It would be spelled like that for Maldor.
It would, too. KNOGHTT.
Gee.
Yeah.
It would have like 3 T's at
It's
the
the
end as well.
GH
Yeah,
for me.
TTT. KNOGHTTT.
O-U-G-H-T.
OUG, yeah.
HT.
KNOUGHTTT.
HT.
HT, yeah. 4 T's and then another HT. I don't know how to spell this, so I'm just gonna keep going. But yes, you guys see him coming out of the building.
I like.
Fresh smile on his face. With a, is it in your backpack or do you have it in your hands? How would you like to exit? Okay.
It's just
So
a
he's
waste
like,
of
yeah,
work.
yeah, he's
Julie-
like, I
My
gotta
brain
say,
is-
guys, I'm really happy right now.
He
Finally got
walks
my
down,
copper wire.
he walks down 3 steps that are very, very beautifully lavish wooden cement mixed stairs with a very large spool of copper wire with just like the top and the bottom black cover that's plastic and just copper wire wrapped very, very tightly around.
Do you think you got enough wire?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be 2. It'd be 2, not
Yeah.
1. You have 2. You have 2 like this. You're just very, very happily like a football player walking down the stairs because you haven't put them in your backpack yet.
Well, we're all splitting up basically to go different places, I believe.
Not really,
Places-
because if you guys are going to the armory, the smith is right there. It's Tinker, Smith, Alchemist, Jeweler. So the
Which
the
one would
smith,
have a bag of holding?
That would Tinker.
I want to go there.
Yeah, probably the Tinker.
Yeah. that makes sense.
Well, make an intelligence check, please, because
See if you
I
would
kind of
do that.
told you that before Malador knew.
Fuck. Intelligence?
Yes.
11?
11?
Mm-hmm.
You have no fucking idea.
Oh, great.
Malador has
Garrison.
Malador
one
has no
is-
fucking clue
which
which
one of
one
these
would
I'm
have
just-
a bag of holding.
I'm just looking.
Bags
I'm
are
just looking
kinda
for the
like armor.
weapons.
You think?
Vidar, you would immediately identify Smith as being weapon type, but also alchemist and jeweler might. But you and Garrison and Yorick would immediately know Smith. Yorick, you'd be attracted to alchemist and tinker, and jeweler.
I need
But
the
you-
Smith though.
But you would know Smith is the thing. Malador, you're kind of
Alvin
like
would probably go to the jeweler first because you would think jeweler
Yes.
bag.
yes, exactly. So yeah, you guys kind of approach and see Steven. Malador goes, "Hey, Steven!" and then just beelines it to the fourth door by the jeweler, which is also a very like the entire door is shiny, just jewel encrusted in sapphire. Just this blue, very dazzling, shiny door.
That was not supposed to happen.
Yeah, so kind of like a very low intelligence,
Or so damn
very
much.
like a low intelligence ogre as he approaches the door and goes, "Ooh, shiny! This is where bags are," and opens the door.
Bags, no. Shiny.
Malador, as you approach and walk in, the door is very jewel encrusted, but the inside of the building is it's
Oh.
not like dusty and dirty, but it's not jeweled like the door is. Like the door is the attraction, and even with your low roll, you're able to tell that the moment you open up the door is
Oh, well, this
meant to
sucks.
get you into the building. But much like the alchemist, it's the long counter at the back, with the short 2-foot round creature, pointy ears, 3 eyes, sitting there with a book that's bigger than it's supposed to be. But instead of the alchemist scientist lab, it's just rows and rows and rows of necklaces and rings and jewels and emeralds, and very reminiscent of the orange and red and blue and white stones that you acquired before that do weird shit, that like set a cart on fire and healed one of your
Mhm.
friends.
Oh, so it's a
Um,
lot like that?
It's just shelves and shelves of that shit.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
Necklaces, rings, bracelets, anklets, circlets that go around the head, crowns, and just like drawers of gems that aren't attached to anything, but they all kind of look like what you've seen before.
I'm going right up to Mr. Green Man.
He just kind of looks up. And
Howdy.
again, the book is taller than the being, which you being as tall as you are, you're able to see over the book to the person. But from their perspective, sitting on a bench, the book is taller than they are. And they're just kind of like painting this book until your face approaches over the book. And
How
then
do you
just
do?
look up. And you see the third eye on the forehead is just a pure white oval on the forehead, where the other two are normal eyes, normal irises that are blue.
Gotcha.
It's
I'm
the
gonna
it's
look
the
at-
white with blue eyes, and then this one right here is just an oval shape across the forehead that's pure white. And they just kind of look up. How can I help you?
Would you be interested in trades? Maybe I could trade you
Oh, I
enchanted.
love trades.
Oh, hell yeah, my type of guy. He's gonna pull out the ribbit, the circle ring, the one that runs in a circle.
Okay.
He's gonna put it on the table.
The one you identified?
Yeah, the
Okay.
one that I ran in the circle and I disappeared.
Oh. Let me make sure. Did you take notes on what that was called, sir?
No.
You did not.
Right. Actually, yeah, maybe.
That is the Golden Ring of Vestigia. Footprints. By the way, Vestigia is footprints in Latin for anyone who wants to know. Yes. Okay. So it is a golden ring. And it is just, it's literally just a connected ring, kind of like an endless circle. That's the irony of it. But so you set that down. Ah. And just looks at it on the desk. How do you set it down though? Because like
Safely.
even with well no, even with your height, you'd have to reach over this book.
Oh,
And I mean,
I put it. I figured there was like a glass table, a little glass like.
no,
display
it's
case in front of it.
it's literally a wooden bench in front of you, and then on it is like an encyclopedia book. But it is like the bean spirit is 2 feet tall. This book is like 3 feet tall.
Oh, then I would just hold it out to him. Then I
Okay,
wouldn't.
it's like bigger than the, and as you approach the bean spirit, in order for you to see it, you look over this massive fucking book. So to, you know what I mean, to get it directly in front of the bean spirit, you'd have to reach over the book and put it on the bench.
Yeah, I'll just hold it out to him.
Just like hold it out. Okay. Ah. That is, and you see it like just out of nowhere, this like mechanical device pops over its eye and it just pulls out this huge telescope that comes about 6 inches off its face, and it just, okay, yes, and just pushes it back in, pulls this mechanical device off, and when it pulls it off, it's like it's never there. When it pushes it back to
That's
its
cool.
head, you can't see it anymore.
That's cool. Okay.
What would you like for that?
You got cool items like it in return? Show me some stuff.
Look around.
I don't know what anything does. I'm not good with magic.
As it points its finger, it's this. I mean, it's a normal looking arm, as you would assume, as Malador would assume is a normal looking arm, but its hand is 3 fingers. So when it points this one, it only has 2 more right here that are just like fat fingers. One of them is a thumb, and then another one's
like a
just
Ninja
a fat
Turtle,
finger.
kinda.
Pretty much. Take a look around. And it like has this weird kind of half smile. Like zero hair, no eyebrows, nothing.
Kind of creeped out, honestly.
Just take a look around.
He's gonna go look around.
Okay. What are you looking for? Specifically.
Anything cool.
Anything cool. Okay. So you
And
have
useful.
the choice. You have the choice of a perception check or an arcana check. Since you're being since you're being that unspecific. It's one of those
Perception.
Two. Okay.
$21.
Okay, so 21. And speaking of which, you do have one use of identify.
I do.
Remember that. So
I do have a use of identify.
21 perception roll. So you see, you go through as you exit stage left from this counter. You see 6 different counters. You see 6 different rows, kind of like library shelves, and then there's a back wall. You see one that has necklaces and bracelets. You see one that has anklets and rings. You see another one that's all jewels. You see another one that's rings, but they're crested. You see the back wall that is circlets and crowns and different symbols that have jewels in them. Everything in here looks interesting to you. Everything. With that kind of a roll, everything in this store, Malador is going, I want it. Everything in here is like, that's valuable, that's useful. I think that's cool. Everything. There's
Are there
daggers.
engravings on stuff? Can I read
There's-
stuff?
There's daggers that are jewel encrusted. There's shields that have thieves' cant that say blood is honor. There's daggers that are just jewel encrusted. The shields that say blood is armor. Blood is honor. There's helmets that say only the strong survive. There's literal boots that say faster than light. But they're all jewel encrusted somewhere. So
Gotcha.
from here, and this is going to be fun, if you want to cast Identify
Yeah.
and then roll a D100 and I'll tell you what you got. If you want to, it's your choice.
What do you mean by that?
If you want to, because you're 21 perception and Malador
Mhm.
wasn't looking for anything specific,
Right.
if you want to, you can cast Identify, roll a D100, and I'll tell you which item you get.
Let's do it. You know I like gambling.
Do it. Cast
63.
ident- 63.
It's casted.
Ooh, this is fun.
You know I love to gamble.
What kind of armor are you allowed to wear?
Any
Light,
I'm a
medium-
barbarian, I think.
Well, no, light, medium,
and
or heavy.
medium. Light and
Light
medium.
and medium. Okay, fantastic.
Ooh, giving me some armor. I'm gonna be broken.
Well, if you wear
Yes, and-
armor, it negates your barbarian.
Your unarmored defense.
defense.
Depends
I'll take
on the
the
armor.
armor.
It
Nope,
depends on the armor.
any armor. He can only
It's
wear
any armor.
Normal
It's any
clothes.
armor.
If it's enchanted armor and it makes it so it negates that, we're chilling.
unless it
60.
specifically says negates barbarians on armor defense, which is a weird thing.
63? You rolled 63?
I rolled 63.
Well, lucky for you, that's not armor.
Okay.
You're lucky. Because
Good.
62 and 64 are armor.
Awesome. What was 63?
63 is one of your favorite things. A crown.
Let's go! I love crowns.
And I'm going to tell you what it says in private. By the way, what are the rest of you doing?
I fucking love crowns.
Oh,
You know what the rest of us are doing.
This crown shrinks the penis.
No,
of the
I
alien.
know that the rest of you.
Fuck yourself,
No.
Harrison.
I know that the rest of you are going into the smith shop, but I don't know what you're doing in there.
Okay, well, I'm specifically looking for if I can find any magic rapiers.
I
There's a
didn't hear
specific
a
one
word.
that I'm
you
trying to
said.
find.
Magic rapier.
There's a specific one I'm trying to find, but like a magic rapier.
Okay. So
What was that?
the rest of you watching him walk into the jeweler, the rest of you would walk into the smith, is what I'm getting at.
Mhm.
Steven, what do you do as you exit the jeweler and the rest of your Malador walks aimlessly into the jeweler and the rest of you walk into the smith? What
I
are you doing?
Find a spot, I guess, across the street to sit down and start using my copper wire.
For sending. Got you. Okay. So, Vidar, you're going in for a specific rapier. Yorick and Garrison and Cammy. Cammy, you're only there to babysit. I get that,
Yeah.
which is weird. They're babysitting you to get you home, but you're babysitting them to keep them out of trouble, which is a weird paradox. So, Vidar and Garrison and Yorick, what would you guys like to do as you enter the smith? Same circumstance. You guys, based on your experience with blacksmiths, you guys expect the three of you, all of you, expect to walk into this building and smell like sulfur and soot and fire, and see a big burly dude like banging into a sword on a mallet. No, you see the same thing: long counter, weird 2-foot rounded off bean spirit with 3 eyes, with a book that's too big for them sitting in front of them, and then just rows and rows and rows of weapons and armor and everything to do with combat as a smith.
Cool.
I hope this is really useful for me.
I'm digging through the rapiers.
They're just in a bucket.
Yeah.
Looking at the glaives. Maybe looking
Okay.
for one called like the Steadfast Glaive or something like that. I don't know.
I would probably also browse around.
I'm looking to commission some armor.
I'm looking for a rapier of wounding.
Don't they all do that?
Technically, yes.
Stab someone with a rapier. It's a wounding. Not that hard.
Yeah, but this does special things when you stab people.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit extra.
that makes sense.
I mean, that's the name of the rapier. It's called Rapier of Wounding.
Well, yeah. I was just poking fun at it. It's a kind of silly name for a sword.
It is.
Like the sword of stabbing.
If you read the description, it makes sense. But yeah, the name of it just right off the bat sounds weird.
The spoon of
That's-
spooning.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
I'm
That's
just,
Sword of healing.
that's gonna cause an inappropriate joke, but I got you.
Does it say this crown shrinks the penis size of the wearer?
the exact
That's
opposite.
outdated.
The exact opposite.
You cast
What the
and
fuck?
reduce at will.
Well,
I mean, do you want me to tell him or do you want to tell him?
No, I'm not gonna tell them. I'm just gonna let
Okay.
their minds think what they want to think.
Fair enough. That's
Boy.
like the fact that you rolled that one is one of my favorites because it goes so well. I can't believe you.
That boosts his ego so much.
Look, I had no intentions on that being the thing, but you rolled that is so fucking with this party.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's
Yeah.
Malador finally gets to go from an innie to an outie. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright,
and
buddy.
look, that is my entire goal in life.
You actually are a boy. Sorry.
Look, that's my whole goal in
Can I
life
roll-
to go from an innie to an
I'm
outie.
gonna roll again.
My whole
gonna
goal in life
try
is to
myself.
go from a grower to a shower. All right. Vidar, go ahead and roll a perception check. What specific are you looking for?
A rapier of wounding.
Wounding. Okay, so it'll be a high DC, but go ahead and roll to see if you find it. It'll either be a perception or an arcana, because the rapier of wounding is technically a magical item.
I have a advantage on Arcana.
So it's up to you, perception or arcana,
I'll try Arcana. Fuck it.
to see if you could detect which one is which. Yorick, what
15.
are you looking for in here?
I'm looking to get armor for my dragon.
Specifically, dragon armor?
Specifically.
And your passive perception is what?
18.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. And Garrison, what are you looking for?
Glaive.
A new glaive. What specifically?
I mean, the Steadfast Glade would be nice.
Hey, what color were the gems on the crown?
Steadfast is magical or non? Or is it just common, uncommon? What is it?
It's the one that I sent you. The one that I.
But is it magical, common, uncommon? What is it?
Oh, it's magical. Yeah,
Magical. Okay, so Arcana or Perception?
perception.
Roll.
Could I just ask this guy if he has
Can't
one?
use my 30 passive.
No. It's not used for everything. All right.
Right, it's gonna be a 22.
Okay. Garrison, you will find the steadfast. Vidar, for the sake of brevity, you can ask the guy. He will point you directly to it.
Thank God.
And yes, it is in there. Believe it or not, Garrison and Vidar, your two weapons, are actually encased in what you can definitely very easily describe as illusionary magical glass case.
Mhm.
And
So I
Yorick,
was
you
just
are
looking at a bucket full of rapiers, and the dude goes, "Yeah, it's in that case."
basically, yeah. You
Like,
guys.
darn.
So to make this less awkward, you walk down an aisle looking at different blades, and this bean spirit looks over at you, and you notice that third eye on the forehead kind of glows and goes, "That's what you're." And just this weird 3-fingered fat hand points out and goes, "That's what you're looking for, and that's what you're looking for," and points to two different cases that are they're stone pillars that are about 6 feet off the ground. The cases are another about 4 to 6 feet, depending on the size of the weapon, and they're just illusionary glass cases that you think you can reach through, but you're well aware it's probably not a good idea. And Yorick, you're able to find the armor very easily.
Yes.
Opa.
Nice.
How much does this bean Triclops want for this glaive?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing
All
anything.
of your monies.
How much does he want for the glaive, and how much does he want for the rapier?
That's gonna be
It's gonna be a question. Yep.
that's gonna be the question.
Gonna be a question looking for an answer.
What is the glaive called?
Steadfast glaive? I created it. I sent it to you.
Okay, good. Oh, you created it.
Yeah.
You didn't come up with a cost in your head?
I did not.
Probably
It's
like
free.
He said
They
it's
all
free.
run.
So
$3.99.
yeah, like 3 copper.
$1.
Yeah.
$1 American dollar in
A
this.
nice crisp high five.
Yeah, yeah.
You sent it to
I sent it to you a
Just a
while
little bit
ago.
of the bump and uglies.
personal message or in the
Personal.
character channel?
In
In
I
the character
remember
channel or personal?
personal. Oh no, yeah, it might have been character channel. Sorry. But
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, yes, and lucky for you. Yep.
You got it.
Yep, I did.
Get it. Got it. Good.
See, sometimes I do notes and then I forget that I did them.
Mhm.
And then Vidar, yours was a
Rapier of
specific.
wounding.
Is that something you created as well? I
No,
don't think
that's in D&D. Rapier of wounding. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Made of paper. And you get a really bad paper cut, and then you die.
Okay, so Vidar, the rapier of wounding. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh no.
Is 3,000 gold.
Okay. I have
Garrison,
2/3 of that.
you have what?
2/3 of that.
Okay, and then Garrison, your glaive
Uh-huh.
is the same.
Cool.
3,000 gold.
Can I try to work out a payoff program with this guy?
You can make a persuasion check if you would like, but tell me what you want to say before you roll.
Bro wanted a payment plan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey, So I'm going to slam down 2,000 gold on the table. Boom. Right in front of him. Be like, this is all I have right now. We have just gotten to the city. I do plan on going to the gladiator matches and fighting for some gold. Can I give you the 1,000 in different payments and take the sword with me right now?
Make a persuasion check.
If you want, I can sponsor this shop, and when I win, you'll get more business.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yes.
Membership deal. Wear a
Yes.
branded T-shirt.
That's what you were going for, I know.
I already have advantage on persuasion. I'm dumb.
Okay. But you sweeten the deal anyway.
That's a nat 20 for a 27.
Woo! Let's go.
Get a payment
I
plan.
second that.
Yeah, I mean, we're going in as a duo. I'm going to put my hand on Garrison's shoulder. We're going in as a duo. We're planning on just wiping out the competition, and we're going to have this shop's logo on our backs. And yeah, we'll drum up a bunch of business for you. I promise.
What's the team name gonna be?
Varus.
Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers. Yes, yes.
That's a
Blood
good
Brothers. Blood
That's
Brothers.
great.
Oh my god.
That's actually really
amazing.
fucking funny. That's
I like
funny.
that a lot. Blood Brothers.
So you're gonna
Vidar's
see
gonna
the
punch Garrison and be like, "Look at you, man."
you're gonna see the bean spirit, the third eye completely disappears and just becomes a normal forehead. You win as a duo. I will honor the deal, especially if you're sponsoring my shop. You win as a single. You get it for free.
Okay. Done and done.
Garrison, Vidar, make intelligence checks for me.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm terrible at these.
I'm not very intelligent.
Which one of you is more intelligent?
3.
14.
Okay.
What'd you roll, Garrison?
El
14.
Bozo.
14?
Yeah.
Vidar, you're completely oblivious and just enamored by the deal. Garrison, you know the only way to be a singular winner is to defeat the person you went into a team with.
Right. Yeah. I figured I would have to, if we both went in, I would eventually have to fight Vidar. So
That basically means if you guys go in as a team, you get the deal you want. But if you turn around and defeat your teammate, you get it for free.
right.
You're able to. You probably already
I was like,
knew that.
free
but-
weapons, free
yeah.
weapons,
But
free
Vidar was
weapons.
getting free weapons as a team, free weapons, and Garrison's
So-
going, I'm gonna have to kill you.
So what's the yeah? So what's the discount?
Well, it's
It's not a discount. It's we get we pay them to 2,000, or well, I have 2,000. We pay
Yeah,
him
I
some
don't
money,
know.
and then we pay him back with the winnings that we get from the gladiator match.
you pay a third of what the total is, so it's 1,000.
Okay, so I could put 1,000 towards.
Okay.
Which is 1,000, and then you pay the rest once you win in the gladiator games, which is basically like you guys have to go over to the gladiator arena now. You're making that deal,
Yep.
and he is going to. Are you going through with this, Garrison?
I mean, yeah.
Putting 1,000 down?
I don't have 1,000. So
I'm gonna spot Garrison 1,000 for his.
Okay.
at most I have 350 gold.
So Vidar, as you put the 2,000 down, and you'll make the deal, you're going to notice a page out of this 3-foot book tears off, and kind of like the magic carpet from Aladdin curls over, and just surrounded by sparkles, turns to face you so that you can read it, and has the deal that you came up with, just in
Oh,
beautiful
you're signing a
calligraphy.
fucking contract.
Beautiful calligraphy written out in common so you can both read it out there with 2 spaces at the bottom for you two to sign.
Sign that
Can I
contract.
hold on? Can I do an insight on this beanstalk real quick to tell if he's a infernal in any way?
You can make contracts
Yes.
with Fae.
Yeah, I would.
I
also
know a
like
thing or
to,
two about making
Just
deals with
just
demons.
just to
Yeah.
just to see if he's infernal or anything.
I have advantage, so
So do I.
He's a spirit. He's gonna be.
Oh no, only one of you are allowed to roll.
Oh, okay.
Since Vidar came up with the idea,
mhm.
either you roll with advantage with Garrison's help, or Garrison rolls with advantage.
I have advantage anyways, and I have a +8 to insight.
So one of you roll.
Yeah, you do it. I mean, I have advantage too, but I only got a +6. So
I got you.
Don't say your score, or it's
Oh my god. 14.
14. Not easy to read.
I'm gonna look at Garrison and be like, he doesn't seem like a devil. And then I'm gonna write my name in the book.
God.
And
And your soul gets sucked from your body.
and
That's
as you
exactly
as
what
you
don't want to do.
as you pick up the feather pen and dip it into the ink
Guys,
write
I want
your
this
name.
rapier. I want this rapier.
and write your name, the name glows and then disappears,
Oh no.
along with the line you wrote it on.
Is that your
Cool.
true name?
Yeah, I want guys. I'm locked in. Me and Garrison got this. We're gonna go in as a duo. We're gonna fuck up everybody, win all this money, and come back and pay it off.
And then it kind of motions toward Garrison.
I'm gonna
And you, sir.
I'll reread over the contract to make sure it's
It
specific.
says exactly what you guys said. 1,000
No
down now.
loopholes.
Flip it over.
Go in
what's
as
it
a
say?
duo at the Gladiator. As soon as you win with the sponsorship of the shop, you pay with the winnings and you get the weapons.
Right, but so we're sponsoring the shop. So are we still paying full price, or are we paying it at a discount? Because otherwise, we could just enter, win the money, and pay full price. There's no.
It would
benefit.
be discounted. It's
Okay.
Essentially it's you pay the third price, you sponsor the shop.
Sorry, buddy.
If you win first prize, you don't pay anything after that.
Okay.
But if you were first prize solo, it would be free altogether. You'd get your
Right.
1,000 back.
I gotcha.
But that's not the
Then you would
contract
get-
you entered into.
No. No.
Then
Yep.
you would get my weapon. You fucking piece of shit.
Okay. Yeah. So then, reading it over, double checking. I'm gonna sign my name.
Okay. Garrison, as you sign your name and you finish, you literally feel blood exit from your elbow to your fingertips into the pen. And then it absorbs away with the line.
Okay.
Like life force is sucked from you.
Well, considering the blood that I drink is never my blood, I'm just gonna assume that this is somebody else's blood.
Oh no,
Maybe
you
that
feel
deer
your
that we had.
you feel your
Maybe
arm
that
is
deer you had the other day.
you feel your arm is like that tingly I fell
just
asleep
Larry.
on it accidentally arm.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work because it was deer's blood and not my blood. Ha, ha,
Yeah.
fucking loser.
So that deer must have been
You
strategy.
get away for a second. Yorick, make an Arcana check for me.
Wait a minute.
And Cammy, do you have proficiency
I
in
do
Arcana?
have. I do.
Go ahead and
You know
make
what?
that as well.
What is +2 math? Anyways, let me roll. Okay.
14.
What'd you get? 14 and
Plus 3 plus 4. 19.
19. Yorick, to you it seems legit. Cammy, not so much. Cammy is immediately hit with that gut wrenching, chest wrenching. This probably wasn't a good idea.
That probably wasn't a good idea.
But
Well,
they scroll. The scroll immediately rolls back into a roll and attaches back to the book, and you are exited pretty much against your will out of the shop, where you meet Malador and Steven.
What? No, he's still inside. He didn't leave yet.
No, you were pushed out
You were
too.
pushed.
What?
As soon as your purchase was
Damn.
over, you were pushed out.
Call me pre-cum the way I be dripping.
That's dumb.
Oh my god, dude, are
You
you
don't have
serious?
any money. You just spent it all.
Wow. But yes, all of you are pushed out into the street in front of this fort here,
Right.
where all of you have gone. You've gone into 3 different shops. None of you have gone into Tinker shop. It was Smith, Alchemist, and Jeweler, and all of you saw the exact same bean spirit. But you're all pushed out into the street almost forcefully. Back
So then,
into
did
your
I
group.
get my armor?
For
The dragon.
the dragon? Yes.
And
That-
the Cammy was looking for something, right?
I was just browsing.
Oh.
But did you buy anything? Because I don't want to slide
I
over that.
Probably don't have enough money to do so.
Okay.
Hey,
Would-
Garrison?
Would there be anything that you'd be looking for? Because I don't want to gloss over it.
Just like
Yes.
neat swords.
I have like no money, so like, do you mind spotting me for a little bit?
Yorick, how much money do you have?
Uh,
I'll give you 50
got like
gold.
8 platinum.
Oh, appreciate it,
9
thanks.
gold.
Oh, okay. You definitely would have had to go into a deal for that armor then.
Cool. I guess I
Um,
didn't have to
which-
spend any money.
Yorick would have had to go into a side deal to get that armor if he wanted to.
Wait, that's not fair. Did Malador have to spend money?
No,
Malador
I
had
traded.
Malador
I did.
traded.
Oh, that's
I
right.
did trade.
Motherfucker.
Which Yorick, you
Well,
can trade
technically-
if you have the magical items
It's
for it.
technically Garrison and I
Um,
traded too. Our
But
fucking
that
souls.
armor to fit your dragon would be about 1,500 gold. So if you have anything to trade, or you would end up going into a deal as well that the other 2 don't know about.
I'm gonna trade the
Oh boy,
Mhm.
what could Yorick possibly trade?
Not a soul.
Mhm.
Isn't the
Yeah, no,
already-
my
that's
soul's
already
already.
That's already that's off the table.
There's already
Yeah,
multiple
that's
people that want that. And
Yeah. It's on
you know that
multiple
little
tables.
place where my soul should be. There's a little IOU there.
Sticky note.
Take that.
No, it's an IOU times 2 because he owes it to
Mhm.
multiple people.
Just 2 sticky notes where his soul should be.
Exactly.
It's just
Like
it's
it-
just a pad of sticky notes with
Mom
IOU.
and Dad are
written on
angry.
it.
On every single
Take a
one.
number.
IOU,
It's like a queue line.
IOU hell level 1, IOU hell level 2, IOU hell level 3.
Well, that's
Um,
unfortunate. I
like,
guess
I could
Adar,
give you
looks
an
like we should
armor if
go to
that'll
the,
work.
Gladiator arena.
Yeah, time to go to the Gladiator Arena.
Bros had so many people
But-
inside of them, but not even physically.
Yorick, either way, I'm gonna give you that, but just know your deal was also to participate in the Gladiator games, which is gonna directly contradict theirs. Cammy, you said, what did you say you were looking
Browsing for short swords.
for? Something better.
bozos.
What
I could go
What do you have right now?
I have a +2, I think. That's with
A
the
+2 short
improved.
sword?
It's just
It was a good trade,
the
Loki.
I think it's a normal
I do like this one better.
because I
Oh.
have this. And then I also have this. So it's a normal sword though.
Oh, you get +2 just because of your dex.
I'm curious, who's the tallest person in our group?
Not Cammy.
I don't know. Is it Garrison? How tall is
I
Garrison?
feel like it would be
How tall
I
Garrison.
are
think
you?
it's Garrison.
Vampires are tall.
I think
Lady Dimitrescu is.
I'm only 6 feet. I think.
Oh, Vidar's 6'2".
I have it. It's just a normal short sword.
No, Vidar is the
Okay,
tallest.
so I mean, would you be looking for like a +1 or a +2?
Probably. Just anything that looks neat. I'm not using any like magic shit.
Gotcha. How much gold do you have?
Probably at most like 30. But I do have
30?
a golden sword that I can trade.
That is true because Malador
Yeah.
gave it to you, and you have seen no use for it at all. I would say if you trade the gold sword that he gave you, and the 30 gold, I can give you a +2 short sword.
Yay!
So
That's
just go into the manage inventory part of your thing and
I
choose
don't
a.
Technically
choose-
exist in the D&D Beyond, but
That is true. I guess
can
just
put it in the
Google.
placeholder one. I
Yeah,
made.
that part. All right, give me
So
1 minute,
I
guys.
do have to go and pick up Jill from work.
That's okay. I have to go to the bathroom, so give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find another fucking shop. Since, you know, Dickwads wanted to push us out.
Yeah. I wonder if those gems on the door was real.
I still wanted to buy shit. I wanted to buy a fucking
Something other
bag
than
of holding.
Dick Length's crown.
Where?
I wanted to buy a bag of holding.
Vidar's just looking at his new rapier and his old rapier in his hand. He's gonna look at his old rapier and just be like, "You've brought me through some tough times. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna love you. Thank you." And then he's gonna toss it behind his back.
You know what? You know what?
Not
guess
even gonna, like,
guess
What you're
what,
going
Vidar?
to do to me one day?
Guess what, Vidar? You become 2
Damn.
sizes larger.
Do what?
You become 2 sizes larger.
Larger?
Yup.
Does
Oh, fuck yeah, this is fucking shit.
Adding pluses to your stats for a period of 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
Malador, can you, like, do this when we're in the gladiator ring and not right now?
I have to sleep.
Oh
You
my
fucking-
God.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
asshole just wasted it.
Maybe just looking directly upward.
Time to
Don't look, I'm not wearing underwear.
Oh.
Wait, so +2 sizes.
No,
how
he's got,
tall
he's got
would you
pants on, I'm joking.
I
I'm
Wait, how
joking.
tall would you be if it's +2 sizes?
+2 sizes, so that would be 6'2 plus 6'2 plus 6'2? Or is it just 6'2 plus 6'2?
Let me pull up enlarge.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I will.
Goodbye,
see you guys
Yorick.
later.
Bye, Yorick.
See ya.
I think we all agree we go find another shop. Cause that was
We can
kinda
go into
fun.
the tinker shop. We didn't. We
Yeah,
I don't
nobody's
know,
checked out
I-
the tinker shop.
I don't know if
It's
we
the
can go
same
back
guy,
in another
the
shop.
Same guy named Smith.
Have you
Just
tried to
set
go
up
back
shop.
in the same shop?
No.
Doubles in all dimensions.
Hey, how big does somebody get
It's
when
yeah,
I
it
use
just
the crown?
doubles.
What's up?
How big does somebody get on the crown when I use
You're
it?
gonna have to use it and find
I
out
used it on
Use
Vidar.
it on Vitar.
on Vidar.
He was
is
talking
Vid-
shit, so I was like, guess what?
Vidar, what
I
do
would
you
probably
consider
did.
a medium size?
He's a
Yeah,
medium.
no, I'm medium. Yeah.
Your medium size? All right.
You're
Oh, I
a
would turn
giant.
large?
It's XL now.
He's large.
Alright. So, hold on.
Says it doubles in all dimensions.
Okay,
it's
so
all-
you've got tiny, small, medium, large. What are the fucking what
So
are
it's
they?
+2.
He would be considered a large creature now.
No, he would. Hold on.
He was a
Be
mute.
extra large.
He would be gargantuan. No, he'd be huge. No, he'd be
Oh,
huge.
because it's
Tiny, small, medium, large, huge, and gargantuan. So if he's
No,
medium,
he
he'd
would
be
be gargantuan
huge.
because it's. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Bro, if he's
that's
two
special.
sizes,
huge.
he's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how tall is Vidar right now?
6'2".
Okay, so you would be about 17 feet tall.
Bro, that's fucking sick.
That would,
Okay.
you would be 18.4.
So as you guys,
Please.
18.6.
so as you guys exit the
You know what,
building,
Vidar?
Vidar starts talking shit to Malador, and he uses this crown that he got
What, Vidar?
and
Fuck you.
casts this a like magical spell that just encompasses Vidar and shoots him from 6 feet tall to 17 feet tall.
You know what?
But he's
I'm
not.
not even mad about this.
But he's not just 17 feet tall. He goes from like the normal 3 foot wide shoulder to about 6.
I'm going shark form and making him go full Godzilla.
Oh my god.
Okay, I did put a limit on that crown.
No. Oh well.
No.
True.
I did put
It
a
was
limit
10
on that
rounds.
crown.
It was
So
a minute.
nuh-uh.
Once per long rest,
Hmm.
you can turn yourself or another member of your party 2 sizes larger, adding pluses to their stats for a period of 1 minute. 10 rounds in combat. Once
Right,
per long
so
rest.
I
So the
can't-
moment you turn him, you can't turn yourself. You can go
What do you mean?
shark
You know what?
form.
I can't go
I'm not
shark
even-
form. That's
You
my
can go-
ability. My stone
Yeah,
skin.
no. You can go shark
turn
form,
into
but you
Godzilla.
can't use the crowns thing on yourself.
Oh no, I'm him. I'm making him Godzilla. I gave him stone skin. He's Godzilla now.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You gave Vidar stone skin?
Yeah, he's Godzilla.
Yeah, he made me
now.
larger, and then he gave me stone skin.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
he
just
makes you
beat the shit out of me.
he makes you 17 foot tall, and then he gives you stone skin.
Makes him Godzilla.
Yeah, which Cammy you recognize because he did it to you.
Yeah.
Which read off what that does, Malador.
Oh,
The stone
did he?
skin.
Did he give it to her? I thought this was
Yeah.
a different Cammy.
Yeah.
I guess you are the same person.
No, it wasn't before, was it?
It was
One
before.
second.
It was
Oh.
before the switch.
What's
I don't
it?
recognize
No, it was actually after the
I
switch.
thought it was after.
It was. It
One
was
second.
after.
Was it?
1 second, my friend. Stone skin.
Oh, it
You
was-
can choose yourself or one of your allies within 5 feet of you, and use this new feature while in air shark form to boost their AC by 2 points until you drop the form.
Yeah.
And
So he turns
The
into shark, and Vidar, your entire 17-foot body is now encompassed by these stone, scaly,
photos. The
Hey,
very
stone fish-like scales that go from head to toe, and your AC is boosted by 2.
Okay, let me. I want to test something out real quick. In a deep bellowing voice, he's gonna say like, Malador, I want to try something. You keep doing whatever you're doing, and then I'm gonna use my split personality thing to see if I can make 3 more copies that look exactly
Oh
like
my
me.
god, you're playing the bit! I love it! I love it! Thank you so much for playing the bit.
It works.
Is there
That's
okay?
wicked!
Like stone skin and large Vidars.
It works.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
my
that's
God.
sick!
We're taking
But
down God.
within 60 seconds,
Yeah,
it goes
like
back to
But in
normal.
combat, that would be huge.
my copies
Literally.
come back into me. I shrink down.
No,
Stone skin goes
no. I
away.
mean, within 60 seconds, you all turn to normal Vidars with stone skin.
That's
Yeah.
that's 10 rounds. That's pretty good.
Because do your copies last only a minute? I think they last longer than that.
Well,
My
my
copies?
crown only lasts a 10 minute. Well, my crown only lasts a minute.
I know, but I think his copies last more.
They each get you get your full action and then vanish from the battlefield.
I think I
So they-
rewrote
they-
that. I think I rewrote that since you've been stabbed. Have you reread it?
Hold
New
on.
shit, new shit.
I reloading it.
3 more Vidars walk out, each clone of yourself fully under your control. They each get your full action and then vanish. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 4
So you get
huge
1 round
ginormous-
of 3.
Yeah, and then I go
Yeah.
back to just being one huge.
So you guys watch the one Vidar turn 17 feet tall, and then get fish-like stone scaly skin. He all of a sudden turns into 4 of those, and then drops
6
back
seconds
down
later.
to 4 normal Vidars with stone skin, and then back to 1. Just all within.
Malador's high five in the air.
You know what? Vidar's gonna be like, yeah.
All 3 of them.
You ever
All
just look
3
at
of him.
somebody and you just go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Actually, no. Technically, after the minute you turn into the normal size Vidars with the stone skin, but you don't. The three of them don't vanish because they haven't taken an action yet.
Yeah, and then the action would be the high five.
The action would be the high five, and then they
Okay, so
vanish.
there's just 4 Vidars high-fiving the same exact spot on Malador's hand.
Yep, and then they all vanish back into one.
That was so
Yep.
cool.
I'm so
All right.
happy that worked.
We need to go look
do
for
so many
another
things.
shop, this fuckers.
We gotta go to the gladiator arena.
So the one Vidar still has the stone skin because Malador is still Wereshark. I'm just letting you know. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to talk because Wereshark Malador can't speak very well. I'm not as think as you drink I is.
Hmm.
No, Ossifer. I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
No, Ossifer, I'm not intoxicated. I'm not under the alkafluence of
Me being
alcohol.
a silly little guy and reaching for the officer's
No,
gun.
Mr. Cake, I haven't had any answer today.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God. I just had a few glasses of dinner with my wine.
Heavens, yes.
But yeah, Vidar's gonna be like, all right, Malador, I'm done with this fish skin. Me and Garrison got to go to the gladiator ring.
Ugly.
Yes, I am very ugly. I look like you. It's like looking in the mirror, isn't it? Now, can you please take this
Oh
out of me?
dear God, that's horrible.
Just little shark nubs. He's gonna drop down. I'm gonna go back in there. I'm gonna see if the motherfuckers will accept me again.
If who?
The shop. They're
The
still
shop
there,
that kicked
right?
him out.
The guy that had his name on the building, Smith,
Oh, okay.
the bean guy.
Oh, you're gonna try to enter the building again. Okay.
Yeah, I want to go in the Tinker one now,
Okay.
so I can get
Before
my
me and
back.
Garrison leave, what's the name of this blacksmith shop?
Yeah, what? Yeah, was there a name?
Smithy Cove.
Smithy Cove.
Smithy Cove.
So you guys are gonna see Tinker Cove, Smithy Cove, Alchemist Cove, Jeweler Cove.
I'm just gonna write Cove shops. Can I
Yeah.
enter the building? Will it let me?
Yeah. You walk
All
right in.
All right, I'm gonna go up. Do you have any bags of holdings?
I'll go in with him to make sure he doesn't fuck everything up.
Right. It's the same setup, rows and rows, counter, bean spirit, book that's bigger than they are. So even Cammy, what you're able to put together is that it seems like it's the exact same one for all 4 shops.
Maybe that's why it kicked us out. Because it needed to like reset. It needed to like reset or something.
Weird.
Bag of holding.
Yeah.
Take a look around.
Can you just like point it out? I
It's
don't
over
know
there.
anything.
It's over there somewhere. I think. Probably.
If I bring it to you, can you tell me if it's it?
I'm sure I can.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there.
Okay. I mean, you walk among the shelves, and it's everything from urns to vases to bags to bowls to cups to silverware, plasticware, metalware.
Hey, Cammy,
Huh?
come here.
Okay. Let's go.
Watch. It's not gonna let me do it, but I'm gonna
It's
do.
just my penis. My canvas.
Now I'm gonna try to teach you spell. Maybe it'll work. I know you're trying to learn spells now.
I am. Because apparently I
See-
can do them.
I'm gonna pick up a bag that might be a bag of holding. See this? See what I do? I learned this recently. I do. Ooh. And like you just see like little sputs of magic come out, but it doesn't work because it's tired and it doesn't work.
You
He's already used it. Do what I did. Try it.
I take the bag. Do I have to like growl like you did? Because I don't know if I can do that.
No, I'm just. I was just.
Ugh.
Ah!
That's a key point to it. You have to growl a specific tone.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ah!
Like disinterested, but also aggressive.
Does anything happen? Ah!
What were you trying to tell her to do?
I'm trying to get her to be able to do identify.
Oh, okay. Because you already did it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing happens.
Fuck it. Yeah. I'm just gonna pick up like 5 different bags that might be bags of holdings. Just
So-
walk them up to the
So,
counter.
Cammy, you pick up the bag and you go, ugh, and just like literally nothing. No sparkles, no nothing.
Yeah.
You just feel the wind caress your hand. It's just a regular, like, water skin bag.
Just gonna pick up all the bags that might be bags of holdings and just take every single one of them to the counter until he tells me which one.
You want all of these?
No, I need to know which one is the magical bag of holding. I could put anything inside of it,
Start putting
But,
them
yeah.
all inside.
and I
of
don't
one
know
bag.
magic things. I need you to tell me which one it is.
I mean, we
Oh.
can just put bags inside of other bags until one. goes
Shut
in.
up, Timmy! You're not helping.
No,
Sorry.
That's- I mean,
You
you
cannot
figure,
do
you
that.
figure out what it is, and then I sell it to you.
That's a terrible business practice.
That's so-
It is.
Can I persuade him to tell me what they are?
You're not there.
Can I do a persuasion?
Tell me how you'd persuade, and then you roll.
Okay. He's gonna be like, okay, hear me out. I can't do magic shit at all. I am a fucking loser when it comes with it. And I want to bring you lots of business, and I'd like to do stuff with you in the future, maybe. I'm gonna be here a while, doing a bunch of stuff here, going on different adventures and whatnot, and I would like to be able to work with you and get what I need. And I need
Adventures?
your help. Yes, I need your help in fixing it and get it. I need your help in telling me what I need, because I don't know magic stuff. God, this is hard.
Adventures. Have you registered with the guild?
We sure did.
There's one in particular that I could use some strong individuals.
What you thinking, Home Slice?
Ironically, the item in question is a bag. The Adventurers Guild has the quest all written out, but no one has been able to bring it back to me yet. I've tried several times.
Okay.
You go
Many
accomplish
times
that for
several.
me. Huh?
How many times is several?
Holds up his 3 weird fingers. Probably, I don't know. You go accomplish that for me. I'll give you all the bags you want.
How about that and a little bit of coin?
Oh my god, you're already getting a bag of holding for free.
Cammy's just gonna start putting bags into other bags
Persuasion
and seeing
check?
if one goes in like a dimension.
That's what I want, is that persuasion check.
They all seem just like normal bags. Go ahead and roll it.
Can I look for any bags that aren't on
Natural
this symbol
20.
that were picked up?
Or a
Cammy, you realize that
26.
you almost just
No, I know. I
caused a
know.
black
I
hole.
mean, no. Cammy doesn't.
Yeah, no, your natural 20 on persuasion to convince him to tell you which bag is which. You're already seeing Cammy do exactly what you want to in front of you, which is identify all the bags as normal bags, as he is explaining.
All of them inside out.
Yeah, Yeah, and nothing comes out. It's just normal bags. Because a bag of holding, if you turn it inside out, all the shit in it just yeah. But his offer is go to the Adventurers Guild, take this quest that ironically the item in question or the reward is a bag. He didn't tell you what kind of bag, but just that the award is a bag. And if you do that, any bag you want in his store, he'll give to you.
I have another question.
Uh-huh.
Can you remake these? And he's gonna pull out the shotgun shell.
May I?
Yeah. It goes for this. He's gonna pull the big ass fucking shotgun off of his back.
So the shell takes up the size of his hand.
Jesus. That is little.
Yes.
You can. Hell yeah.
You see
What
him
are you gonna
kind of like
cost me?
you see him kind of like rearrange it and literally like twist the bottom, pull it off, and with your limited knowledge of this, you're expecting it.
He backs up as he does this. He's like, I know
Your
what that fucking
limited knowledge,
thing does.
you're expecting it to fucking explode the moment
Yeah.
he attaches it.
Yeah, he backs the fuck up.
But what you see on the inside of it is kind of like a candle shape without the candle. And there's like a wick on the inside and like a weird like mechanical 3 metal prongs that look like they twist around each other.
Okay.
And then a wick that comes off of it. Huh.
Can you make different variations of them, maybe?
And you see the eye literally like get larger and bright. Yes. Yes. Kunk. Yes.
Awesome. What you thinking price wise?
Get me my bag.
Deal. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get you your bag. You said Vitcher's Tavern. I'll get the quest, right?
Adventurers Guild.
Guild,
enough.
yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, works for me. Malador's gonna turn around and walk out.
All right.
And Cammy, as you're stood there, the eye goes back to the normal shape and deluminates.
Does he go back to painting?
I hope you're not with him.
No, I don't know him. We just walked in at the same time. What are you doing to that book, by the way?
Literally, like, turns the book around, and you see the most beautiful, professionally drawn rendition of yourself on the paper. But not in the form you're in now.
Oh, wait, no, I don't know.
I need you to roll a d4 for me, Cammy.
Oh, fuck. 4.
4.
Oh, don't look excited.
And fucking tastic. Lumina.
Great.
Huh?
So, Malador, you've walked out already. And walking out after you is this snooty-looking high elf. She just goes, that guy was fucking weird, huh?
Let's see. Snooty high elf. Very fancy long dress. Long blonde hair. Sharp features.
What? Huh? Like light purple eyes. Like
Malador's
very
like,
regal looking.
I'm gonna grab you by the throat. Who the fuck are you?
Cammy?
You are not Cammy. You don't look like Cammy.
The rest of you see this too, by the way, because you're all still standing there, including Steven. You see Malador exit all excited, and then that description of a elf come out after him, talking to him like nothing changed, and then he grabs her by the throat.
I think me and Vidar are pretty much headed right to the arena.
Yeah, I'm not there.
You guys would have exited already? Okay.
Yeah,
Just
we're
leave me
gone.
alone.
Steven's there.
Hey,
I'm gonna get murdered.
Steven's there.
hey. You know, you said it was a bad choice for us to sign a contract. You changed it to somebody else around Malador.
Do you think I meant to?
That's a no-no. You know Malador doesn't like new people.
Hey, you change. Be careful changing your hairstyle around Malador. He's a very
Cammy gets a
old
haircut, he's like,
traditional. He's a very old traditional man. Any change, and he's like, no.
Oh. You get glasses, and he's just like, who the fuck are you? Anyway,
Who
I'm
the
being
fuck is this guy?
strangled.
You're not being strangled. Like, he's just
Oh.
holding you. He ain't choking you too hard.
Can I be let down now?
Are
Is
you
this how
gonna...
Malador treats women?
Kind of
No.
fucked up, man.
Malador, the voice is the same.
Yeah. Malador's gonna... does he have any... Malador's gonna pull up his sword and look at your reflection.
What the fuck? My horns are gone.
Yeah, you're not orange anymore.
What the fuck? My hair is blonde. My ears are still pointy.
Yeah, you're
What
fucking...
the fuck am I, an elf?
Yeah, you're an elf. Not too bad looking either, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, that's enough.
That's wild.
Pretend you didn't say that. Did that bean guy do this?
Maybe?
There's a Kraken yanker on the corner if you wanna. If you wanna, crank it and yank it. Just a thought.
Oh my god. You always gotta turn it to 11, huh?
Hey, I'm turning it to 12. Fuck 11.
Fuck
I'm gonna-
11, alright.
I'm gonna go back in the shop and like slam open the door.
Me too.
What the fuck did you do?
It just
Hello?
Why
I go up.
is he orange?
There's no desk in front of him, but like,
I'm right behind her. I gotta know.
it turns the book around to face you. There's the orange tiefling and the now elf that you are on 2 different pages.
I like touch the cami one. Can I go back to that?
Turns the book around. I don't know.
Gammy, are you still Gammy? You're still
I
Gammy.
think.
I mean, if you're not gonna shop here, it just pushes you back out of the store.
Fuck.
Can you do different things now? Wave your hand. Ooh.
Vidar and Garrison, how are you
Yeah.
guys approaching or trying to find? Because you weren't told where the arena was. So how are
I was
I
kind
think
of banking.
The king told us.
Yeah,
he
I was kind
told
of,
you vaguely, like pointed a direction.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
kind of banking off of like maybe since I'm guessing it's a huge event, the gladiator rings, because there's not a fighting allowed in the city, so maybe people would there'd be signs up, maybe road signs or something.
Oh, hey,
fly
I
out.
completely forgot. Vidar, darling, the 3 that she
Oh, yeah.
tracked. I completely forgot about all of that this entire time.
Mhm.
So, the 3 of them, because they appeared in front of the castle and then started walking toward the direction of the tavern, the Adventurers Guild, and the front entrance down that main alleyway,
Mhm.
down that main walkway, and you had Darling go and follow.
Mhm.
Through her, not really, not eliminating your own eyesight, but just kind of like a peripheral, which is very strange. The way it works is like one eye is yours and then one eye becomes hers. So this entire time that you're doing the smithy stuff and enlarging and becoming your three, like your left eye is you and your right eye is Darling.
Okay.
So it's a very strange peripheral difference.
Mhm.
Her eye is actually sharper than yours, but you're watching these three and they just walk into the tavern, and as they enter the tavern you see that same blue tiefling emperor that entered that back room. He opens up the room. The moment these three enter, he opens up that door. It opens up outwardly and he walks out, and his like beautiful purple and blue robe is just smothered with blood that very just slowly trickles off as if it was never there, just drains off onto the floor. And as he takes a couple of steps, you see three people that are dressed in what you could, I mean, like today's version of like hazmat suits, run into the bedroom and shut the door. And through her, you also like just start hearing a bunch of like scrubbing and cleaning inside the room. And these three just walk by like nothing happened as he also goes back to the bar to rejoin Tulip, the queen. They go and sit down at a table with Antolon and Liliana, and you see cards come out along with chips and just gold coins and silver, copper, and they just start playing games, and you hear the three of them along with the two that they sat down with at the table. The human, if we take this job, it's like 10,000 gold, right? I mean, the risks are really high, but like, I mean, not all of us have to actually do it, right? I mean, we could just, and then the elf goes, dude, don't be stupid. They have to have proof that all of us did it. I mean, look, are you saying that you want us to? Absolutely not. I don't want us to. And it's just a back and forth argument. What you get out of it is it's a very dangerous mission. Antolon and Liliana are very into it. It's a 10,000 gold reward, and that the prospect of death is very, very high, and that they're trying to like weasel their way around it to do it but not do it. But like Antolon and Liliana are both into it as well.
So they've
And that's what you get out of Darling's perspective.
Lovely.
When would he have found this out?
While he was in the smithy, and afterwards.
Would you have told people
100%.
before you left to leave? Would you
Yeah.
have told us when we all got pushed out?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be mad at them about that.
Well, because I forgot about those. I had to
Oh,
push
good.
that in. So yeah, if he says he told people, he told people.
Yeah, 100%. I told people.
All right. So with Vidar and Garrison heading toward the Gladiator Arena, split from the group entirely. Cammy trying to figure out why she looks different. Malador trying to figure out why she looks different. And Steven, I'm pretty sure, just glad he finally got Copper and stuck in the middle. We are going to end there tonight. But yeah, that is where we will close up shop for the night.
Nice.
How much longer until we get a level up?
Oh wait.
We just had one.
What's
Level
You
your,
up.
guys just had one.
When was that? That was a couple weeks ago?
Should we
3 weeks ago?
level
Well,
10?
I can actually tell you because I put level 10 level up as a video because I'm good like that.
Whoa.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night,
Have
guys.
a good night.
What's the
Well,
Good
no,
night. That was a
Oh.
month ago.
Yeah. I knew it was a
One,
while.
2,
Oh, he
3,
left with no quote.
4,
No quote.
5, 6, 7. 7 episodes ago.
Okay.
Bean spirits have nipples. Do you
Yeah,
think?
that was a little. I knew it was a while ago. That's why I was asking.
But 7 episodes. I mean, it's milestones. It's not.
Yeah.
Alright.
You need to fucking figure out a
So who
stupid
has a
writer.
quote to replace Vidar?
Do bean spirits have nipples? I mean, you'd have
Yeah.
to thoroughly look.
But like,
For all you know, it could just be one giant nipple, and that's the third eye on their forehead.
oh, I was just gonna give him one giant nipple in the middle.
Oh, you're trying to do.
I already drew him a while ago, but I gave him like a really chiseled face.
That works. Instead of a round one.
Well, he's still bald.
Yeah. You're doing like the Brad Pitt of bean spirits.
Like the most handsome man I've ever drawn, and then it's just a bald 3-eye having no
Oh my
eyebrows.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to where are you putting them all? Are they in the
I
character
don't
art?
know. I guess.
Like everything that you've drawn, I need you to put in character art so that I can
Well,
save
I
it
doodled.
and make a video out of it.
I need to doodle Lumina now, because I haven't actually drawn her.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Peace.
I guess there's no quote this